about long nights, heavy shifts, and chasing dreams when the world is asleep. We're going to talk about raw reflections, motivation, and honest stories from the grind. Welcome to Late Shift Whispers. In today's episode, we'll talk about working through the noise. And for this, most people think that noise just means the sound, the traffic outside, people talking, the constant movement around us. But I've learned that noise can be so much more. It can be internal, it can even be visual, and in this time and age, it can absolutely be digital. My kind of noise isn't always loud, it's everything at once. The number of things I have, the things I love, but also the things that overwhelm me. Some days I want to keep them all, other days I just want to throw everything away and start over. My mental noise is the hardest part. The overthinking, the overactive imagination, the financial worries, and that quiet, heavy imposter syndrome that just lingers. And then there's the digital noise. All the notifications I haven't learned how to control yet, which ones to silence, which ones to respond to, and which ones to just ignore. So, as a default, I ignore everything pretty much. Sometimes I think that I should meditate, I should stretch, I should do that tapping technique again, but even those peaceful things can feel hard and overwhelming when the noise is constant. I was fired from one of my jobs a few weeks ago. I was one of the layoffs, unfortunately. They had to downsize. So I recently started a new job, and while I'm grateful for it, it came with even more noise, new information, new routines, new responsibilities, trying to keep my other jobs running smoothly, spend time with my family, and stay present. It's it's like juggling a storm. The mental noise is loudest there, not because I'm incapable, but because the imposter syndrome whispers louder than confidence sometimes. I worry if I'm doing enough or if I am enough. So when things start to spiral, I walk it off. I make a cup of tea, sometimes coffee, but usually decaf because of my anxiety, and I step outside. I sit on my porch, breathe, and look at the trees. If it's raining, even better. I journal sometimes, but not always. Like, I journal in the morning, but that's like a set time for me. But during the day, sometimes journaling do help, but when journaling starts to feel like another thing I have to do and it's not helping me, then I stop. My phone in those moments stay far, far away. I leave it resting on my desk, alarms off just for a few moments. I wish I were more consistent with things like stretching or tapping, but the truth is, I forget. I forget because I'm busy concentrating on surviving, producing, and managing. My alarms keep me on track to drink water, eat something, and move around. It's not glamorous, but it keeps me grounded. After I finally decompress, I can breathe again. My mind slows down just a bit, and the noise fades just a little. And in that quiet, even if it's small, moment, I find gratitude. Grateful for my tea, for the rain, for the wind, for the roof over my head, and for another day of trying. Sometimes that's all I need, small, quiet gratitude. I've learned that most of my noise isn't from the outside world, it's from within. The world can be loud, absolutely, but it's manageable when my mind is calm. When it's not, even the smallest sound feels too much. So now I treat that noise as a signal, a reminder to stop, to breathe, and take a moment for myself. The truth is, I don't always need silence to find peace. Sometimes I just need the right kind of noise. Like, I don't know, my boyfriend's voice, a steady rhythm, or the sound of rain on my porch. Calm isn't always quiet. Sometimes it's connection. Sometimes it's perspective. I'm learning to create space for that, to carve out my own peace, even if the world around me doesn't pause for it. Even in the noise, my purpose stays steady. I can create peace in small moments. Thank you for spending these late minutes with me. If you're working through your own noise, your own storms, trust me, you're not alone. This was Late Shift Whispers. See you next Friday.